this is Stephanie Pickard, and today I'm going to show you how to master hybrid picking. So if you're on, I'm with Guitar Control today, of course. If you haven't subscribed to us already on YouTube, please do so. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, please say hi, and we can get started. If you're not familiar with hybrid picking at all, that's okay. We'll go over some of the basics too. So hybrid picking is combining your finger and your pick. So it's using a pick, but also using your fingers. So kind of, picking and finger style. So let me know if you can see me. Say hi, and we will get started. I like to also of course, I always say this, but I like to try to give you guys these tips and then go run with them and make them your own. So obviously I play a lot of metal and shred stuff, and hybrid picking can be considered to be more blues and country based a lot of times. But I think it's really cool to bring this into your rock or metal playing and kind of set you apart from the other rock and metal players. So always take these techniques and run with them and make them your own and just add it into your arsenal of things to do. So it looks like we are good. Say hi if you can see me. Hi, Mr. Pirate Brain. Awesome. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's make sure you guys can see my guitar and everything. Cool. So I always like to just throw in some. We can make this a little bit more bluesy. And it gives you that twangy kind of sound too, you'll notice. So, sorry, the computer is acting like, I was getting a little distracted. It's acting like it's not working. So let me know if you can see me, but it looks like it is working. Awesome. So, I don't know if it's storming where all of you are, but it's definitely storming here. This is something we can do in both lead and rhythm guitar too. So make sure that you know that you can do that. It's kind of, when you're finger picking, you can also do that with hybrid picking. Some people just go ahead and do fingerstyle picking, which would be kind of replacing your pick with your thumb, so using that for that bass note. But in this case, all right, let me know that you can see me. Cool. All right. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I can see you guys on both platforms. It looks like YouTube's okay. If you're on Facebook, please let me know if you can see me. Cool. All right. So like I said, I like to kind of bring it into different styles of things. Also, when you're reading tabs or anything that are for hybrid picking, you'll notice that there is an M and an A accented over certain notes. That's telling you which notes to use your middle finger and which notes to use your ring finger for. So make sure you pay attention to that too. Let's go ahead and start with a really easy lick that you guys actually know. So remember, this can be in all of our blues playing. You've heard that a million times, so you've probably heard it with picking. Right, but you can also go. So some people like this because of the tonal difference, and some people like it because it makes it easier. So for me, I've been appreciating using that tone of that. I like that snap it kind of gives you. So it's got totally a different sound than a pick. All right, let me know if you guys can see me. Sorry, the program is acting a little funny, but it's acting like it's still running. So just let me know that you can see me. All right. Cool. So yes, Facebook, just say hi while it reloads. But yes, I like the tone that gives you. So I want to start with a really basic lick though. Just this classic blues lick that you guys probably all know. So when we go, right, you've heard that a million times. Right, so we're gonna go, but this time I'm gonna go bend, and then I'm gonna use my middle ring. So your M, your A. Why I think this is a good exercise too is because you probably already know that lick. All right, let's see. Cool. Awesome. Facebook is good. Hi, Rob. Hi, Jack. Hi, Thomas. Cool. All right, so go ahead and grab your guitars. I am in standard today, so make sure you follow along. Again, this is hybrid picking, so it's mixing to... Okay, cool. It looks like it's good. Sorry, it's so weird sometimes on this end because I just want to make sure I'm not talking to myself. Okay, so again, just that classic. right? We're gonna go like this. Bend, M, A. So. And so it's mixing between the two. It's not just doing one or the other, it's a hybrid of both. So that's where we get that name too. Awesome. It looks like we are good. Cool. All right, so I want you to start with that just because it's kind of easy, right? Kind of know it. This is an easy lick, so let's go ahead and try that out. What I also wanted to talk about was just kind of taking it into your everyday playing. So if I'm jamming blues, I like the tonal effect that it gives me, right? So I'm going, just grabbing that finger in. You probably can't even really see it, but I'm going. So I'm reaching out. It's kind of hard to tell actually because I have that closed picking hand. So you know when you're doing any kind of picking stuff, some people have that open hand, which would be a lot easier to tell. I have a closed hand, or you can have a planted hand where your pinky's planted. But I'm just sneaking out and grabbing those notes. And I'm really plucking it out. I like to also bring it into my shredded metal playing. I've been doing it more and more so lately actually. I typically use my middle finger the most when I'm doing it to just grab a couple extra notes. So if I'm playing. So I'll show you my lick actually. So the way that I do it is I go. And I just love that plucked sound. To me, it just brings kind of a whole new dimension to what I'm doing. Awesome. Hi, Terry. That's cool. You guys are from all over the place. It's so cool to see that. All right, I'm just going to make sure we're good on YouTube. Cool. So let's go over that lick. So what I did was I just go. Just incorporating it. You can also do this in rhythm, like I said before, but I'm just showing you a little bit of lead techniques. So I was just in E minor, and I went. So I go pick. I have my pointer on the 12th fret, 2nd string. So I pick that note. Then I go ahead and grab just the note right under it. So I'm actually barring. So 12, 12, and I'm using my middle finger, my M, right? So I go 12, 12. That's where I switch on the 1st string to my hybrid picking. And I actually use the same finger but on the same string. So I went up and down. So I go 12, 14, 15, 14. Back to 12. And then I bend. And I actually did it again with my middle finger, so I get that kind of snapping sound. So that's why I like to use it. Sometimes when you're hearing chicken picking or things like that, we're using it because we have to, or it helps us increase speed. The better and better you get at it, obviously. It's kind of a hard technique at first, so don't be alarmed or anything. But try and incorporate it in your everyday licks and see what you can do. That's why I wanted to get you guys started with right, so you can kind of take something you know and see what you can do with it. The other really cool trick when you're doing blues with a hybrid pick is, I remember the first time I heard this was from Zach Wild, and I think Zach Wild's awesome, so I always thought that was so cool, is when he would bend. You know, typically in rock, you don't always hear that sound. When someone goes, you hear that sound all the time, right? But you don't hear this. Oh, sorry. You don't hear that. Or just that cool little note. So I always thought that was so cool, and I always thought it was different when I heard it in rock and metal. And what he's doing is he's bending like our typical pentatonic bend, but instead of going ahead and bending this there, he's using his pinky to grab that note. So just that bend, on the 3rd string, 14th fret, and then pinky grabbing, your pinky on the fretboard is grabbing the 15th fret, 2nd string, and you're hybrid picking by using your middle finger. So that's pretty cool. I like to, you know, I don't know how many of you do this all the time, but I figured a lot of you probably don't. Let's see. Cool. Oh. Enjoy your dinner. That's cool. Alright, sorry, just catching up on some of you guys' stuff. Cool. Yeah, so the other really classic blues thing I want you guys to go ahead and grab. Hi, Kim. That's awesome. Hi, Joe. Hi, Paul. Cool. Very cool. All right, the other classic blues lick. And so again, if you're used to using a pick, I typically use a pick, but I do like to kind of throw in those. So again, when I did that one, I think you can really hear the difference. And instead of going, I'm going, and it gives it kind of that softness, right? Kind of like, it's kind of interesting because it's a little softer, it's a little less harsh than the pick, but it can be more twangy, I guess you could say. Because I'm really snapping it, like pulling it towards myself. So if you're familiar with finger picking, how you kind of push down or you pull up, in this case, we're like snapping it, right? So let me know if you guys are playing along. The other classic blues lick, any turnarounds, remember you can move this in any position. I'll do an E right now, but sometimes I show you guys a lot in A. Because I feel like it's an easier position for you to see. Let me know if it is, and I'll show it to you in A. But just that turnaround. You probably heard that a million times. You can also hybrid pick it. And I actually think it sounds a little bit better because it gives it that kind of like almost jazzy tone, but that little bluesy tone. So just going, I'll tell you what I'm doing too. So I have my pointer planted on the 1st string, 12th fret. And it's almost like a reverse pedal. If you've ever played pedal riffs, right, where you're always coming back to a note. In this case, it's like reversed, and why I say that is because our pedal note is at the bottom, so it's not at the top. So our 2nd string and 1st string, the top being the string above, right? So I have my pinky planted on the 15th fret, 2nd string, and my pointer is planted on the 12th fret, 1st string. So if I was picking, I would go 15, 12, 15, but we're not, right? We're gonna go 15, middle finger, 15, chromatically down. So then I go 14, 13, 12. And 12, I just bar it and hit them both together. So go ahead and try that. And again, if you want to do it in A, and then you get your little 9 chords. So if you're jamming on that, and then you can do your. So I like to bring that kind of blues element into all of that. So let me know if you guys are following along, if you're liking using your fingers, if you're used to doing that a lot, or if you haven't done it at all. Let me see where you're all at. Awesome. Oh. Hi, Florida. Hi, Thomas. That's awesome. Very cool. All right, so now as far as picking this in a song, so I wanted you guys to kind of look at the example from Babe, I'm going to Leave You by Led Zeppelin. So I'm going to start in this A minor position. So we're arpeggiating it. You know, you could not use your pick, but we're going to use our pick today. So I tend to go pick, pick, and then finger, finger. So using my M for my middle and my A for my ring. So go ahead and make that A minor shape. If you've never made an A minor shape, go ahead and take your pointer and place it down on the first fret, second string. My middle finger goes on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and my ring finger right under from the 5th string down, right? So string-wise, we're gonna pick 5, 4, then I'm gonna use my middle finger for the 3rd string, and then I'm actually gonna use my ring finger, my A, to get that 1st string, so. And I truly feel like I notice it, hopefully you guys notice it, but it gives a totally different vibe to what you're playing. So it's another element that kind of colors what you're playing and just changes it, so. And it also can make it easier, right, if you find it hard to kind of jump around with that pick. So that's the very first one. 5, 4, 3, 1. So 5, 4, 3, 1. Let's do it a couple more times. Pick, pick, middle, ring. The next one, same position, but we're just going to change one thing. We're going to go pick, pick, middle, ring. But instead of plucking that 1st string, I'm going to pluck the 2nd string. So it goes 5, 4, 3, 2. So ready? 5, 4, 3, 2. 5, 4, 3, 2. So let's do them both. Oops, sorry. Go ahead and try those. Let's do a little slower. Again. Pick, pick, middle, ring. Pick, pick, middle, ring. So ready? Pick, pick, middle, ring. Pick, pick, middle, ring. All right. Then I'm going to reach up with my ring finger. I'm going to place it on the 6th string. So 6th string, 3rd fret, and my pinky is going to go ahead and grab the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Then I'm going to pick the 6th string, and then I'm going to go 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 6, 4, 3, 2. Same fingers where I'm going pick, pick, then I'm going middle, ring. And then very similar, just one finger changes. We're actually going to lift up the pinky. So this time it's the same strings, 6, 4, 3, 2, but we change the way that we're playing it. Same strings, but we change, the fingering there. So let's go ahead and start from the beginning. Then go ahead and move. Place it down. Very easy, so I'm going to back this up a little bit so you can hear a little less distortion, so it's really clean. Again, then move your fingers. Awesome, and try and get that little snap. So let's see, let me know if you guys are following along. Cool. Yes, Mike, I really am live. Am I really live? Yes. Awesome. Cool. Let's see. Yep, that's awesome, Chris. Chris was saying that's cool. It's a different way to, Tom, I don't know what you're talking about. Are you live too? Is that what you're saying? So yes, it's a great way to kind of incorporate these. I want to choose some examples because I know that not everybody is a hybrid picking master, and a lot of you are probably doing this for the first time ever. So I want you to walk away with whether you like to just put this into your own style. That's totally cool. Like how I was throwing it into licks. So you can just get that kind of snap once in a while, whether you want to take it into a picking pattern, an intricate picking pattern, or whatever you want to do. So whatever you can take away from this, please take away from it and try and take some of your old riffs and make them new. See what you come up with. Like if there's a riff that you usually play, but you find it hard to get to that note, try to pick it with your finger and see what you can do. All right, so let's get back to that. Oh, awesome. That's cool, Tom. Glad you're along. All right, so let's go back to where we were. Sorry, I'm switching between you guys. So we started with, let me turn that up for you. So pick, pick, middle, ring, right? Then Then we're gonna change, so I brought my ring finger, my pinky down at the same time. If you have trouble with any of these shapes too, try to isolate the two that are giving you a problem and just move very slowly between the two. So then we're gonna go 6, 4, 3, 2, but obviously hybrid picking. Then lift up your pinky. Right, really beautiful song. Then I'm actually gonna move position again. So this shape might be a little hard at first, so go ahead and try and switch between those two slowly and easily. So I'm actually gonna move my middle finger to the 6th string now, 2nd fret, like this. Then I'm gonna move my ring finger to the 3rd string, 2nd fret as well, and my pinky goes on the 3rd fret, 2nd string. I'm leaving my pointer there though, because I'm gonna do the same thing where I lift up one note and change this pattern. So now we're also gonna pick 6, 4, 3, 2. So 6, 4, 3, 2, 6, 4, 3, 2. So try that. So again, my middle finger is on the 2nd string, or sorry, 6th string, 2nd fret. My ring finger is on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. Pinky on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And I also have my pointer on that 2nd string, 1st fret, but you can't hear it because my pinky's placed down at first. When I lift it up, then you'll hear it. So 6, 4, 3, 2, 6, 4, 3, 2. And remember, I'm going pick, pick, ring, or pick, pick, middle ring. Pick, pick, M, A. So awesome. Then we're gonna make our bar chord, our F major. So go ahead and bar all the way from the F, so the 6th string, 1st fret, all the way down. Then you make a power chord, your 5th, your octave, and then you hold down your major 3rd. Place your, so I'll just give it to you really quick. My ring finger is on the 3rd fret, 5th string, and pinky right under, 3rd fret, 4th string. Then my middle finger is on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and I'm gonna pick 6, 4, 3, 2. So 6, 4, 3, 2. But now we actually change shapes completely to an E major, and I go 6, 4, 3, 2, and then it turns around. It gets a little more intricate over time, but just this is good enough start to kind of incorporate that hybrid picking. So let's try that last part again. So F major to E. Again, so slowly I'm going 6, 4, 3, 2, then switch 6, 4, 3, 2. Again, 6, 4, 3, 2, 6, 4, 3, 2. And you'll see it gets easier and easier and easier, right? So we start with, again, slowly we'll recap everything. 5, 4, 3, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2. Then we're gonna change, right? So we just lift that ring finger up and the pinky down at the same time. So up to the 6th string, 3rd fret, pinky on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and you're gonna go 6, 4, 3, 2. 6, 4, 3, 2, then lift up 6, 4, 3, 2. So again, 6, 4, 3, 2, 6, 4, 3, 2, right? Really pretty. And then it's gonna change where our middle finger goes to the 2nd fret, 6th string, and then we go 2nd fret again with the ring finger, 3rd string, pinky on that pinky on that 2nd string, 3rd fret, and it's gonna lift up so you're grabbing the 1st fret. So 6, 4, 3, 2, 6, 4, 3, 2, and make sure you hard pick that, I accidentally picked too many. Awesome, and then our bar chord to our open E. So again, and you can, awesome. And you can really also just work on, if you want to, you can actually finger pick this whole one, but that would just be replacing that pick with your thumb. But try to use the hybrid picking to get kind of used to it. So let's see how you guys are doing. Let's see. Oh, Rick, maybe don't watch lessons if you don't need them. That would be cool. Let's see. All right, so go ahead and feel free to ask me some questions. Let's see. Let's see. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and by Rick. Okay, so let's go ahead and try some of those examples. This is actually probably about time for Q&A, so feel free to start asking me some questions. Hopefully those riffs and licks helped you kind of incorporate some hybrid picking into your own playing. Again, if this isn't something that you're always doing, that's fine. Hopefully it brings some new light to your playing. Awesome. Oh, thank you, Thomas. That's really cool. I appreciate that. All right, and so, as always, thank you, Tom. Frank, I'm not currently in a band. I've been in a bunch of different stuff, but I'm not in a band right now, but I do a lot of demo work for companies, and I'm working on a solo album, so that's cool. This just popped up on my feed. Who are you? Where are you from? Nice guitar. Thank you. I'm Stephanie Pickard. I'll be Stephanie Bradley in like a week. I am from Los Angeles, but right now I'm in Nashville, and I am a professional guitar player. In short, I guess. I usually play a lot more kind of metal and shred stuff. So let's see. So you guys ask me a lot about that stuff too. I usually play more, let's see. That kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm a guitar control teacher. Thank you, that's awesome. Very cool. All right, so let's go ahead and open up the Q&A. I am going to go ahead and give you a discount code though today. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about our Killer Guitar Control secrets. So like everything, I'm always telling you guys to take things and make them your own. So try and make sure that you make this stuff your own. Rob, do I have a web page? I do, but it's not totally done yet. But all my stuff is at Shredany. Oops. Let's see. It's always at Shredany. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so as always, when I told you to kind of incorporate this, so to hear some of that hybrid picking done and not that same style, I go. So like I was saying, it is kind of hard to actually see the hybrid picking happening because your hand is so close, but it is happening. So every time you hear one of those like little twangy notes, so the difference between the pick and the twang, you can kind of hear it. I typically use it to grab something that's out of reach or under, or just to buy some more time or to add that effect. Alright, so I want to talk to you guys a little bit about our Killer Guitar Control secrets. This is all about playing from the heart. This is not to sound just like somebody else. This is to sound like you. So this is for the guitar player that wants to know, how did Jimmy Page become Jimmy Page? How did Jimi Hendrix become Jimi Hendrix? This is not for someone that just wants to sound exactly like Jimi Hendrix or Jimmy Page. What it's going to do is cover technique, which, you know, that's all the little cool things that kind of separate us. So I think technique is how we color things. Not only is having good technique, having the proper hand placement and everything, but it's also, thank you, Wesley, I will in 1 second. So it's not only having proper technique, but it's also the techniques of what are these things that I'm doing. Hammer-ons, pull-offs, sliding, vibrato, pinch harmonics, speed picking, sweeping. Like all these things are techniques, right? Then fretboard knowledge, knowing your scales, your chords, your arpeggios, your notes, and then hand-brain connection. So getting the music that's in your head out of your hands. This is really about creativity and how to be the best player that you can possibly be yourself, not sounding like anybody else. So again, this is something that is not taught in a lot of things, so make sure that you check this out. Yep. Illuminate, assimilate, and innovate. I like that. That's very cool. Yes, and I always try to emphasize with you guys, do not just try to sound like somebody else. So even these techniques and things that you learn from me, take them and make them your own. So that's really how you set yourself apart and how you're going to get the most out of any of these lessons. So make sure that you do that. All right. Great tone. Thank you. can you tell us about your amp and pedals? Yes, I'm actually not using any pedals right now. I'm just using Axe FX. So I use the Fractal Axe FX. I have Axe FX 2. It's not the newest one, but it's pretty new. And I'm using the Foss Lead 2 setting. So I like that. It's the pretty metal setting. All right. For shredding, like that, to play metal, should the action on the guitar be low or high or somewhat in between? It should be low. I have really low action. You want to go, I like to go as low as possible without fretting out. So you don't want to have it too low where it's muddy or, you know, damp, but you want to be really close to the strings because it's all about, like, what's the least amount of effort. So for me, at least, I always try to make it, you know, set yourself up to do well. You don't want to make it harder on yourself. You want to practice and have all these things, obviously, that you need, but you want to have the best, you know, arsenal of things that you can. So I would have it as close as possible. That's what I like. And your pick isn't far behind the strings at all. So your pick is close, your fingers are close, and everything is just really, really clean and connected. So low, you definitely want low action, not high. I don't know if you ever really want high action, to be honest. But maybe some people do, but definitely low. All right, so go ahead and we'll open up the Q&A. I'll hang out with you guys for a few more minutes, and then I will be back on Tuesday and Thursday, next Tuesday and Thursday, with some new topics. And these are all topics from you guys, so thank you for sending them in. Thank you for the same people that I see every week. It's so cool. I enjoy seeing you all. Keep checking back, of course. Let's see. Oh, that's awesome, from Canada. You guys are all over the place. That's very cool. And if I don't see your comments on Facebook, I'm sorry. They go by really fast on Facebook, and I'm not able to see many more of them. Thank you, Tom. That's awesome. I appreciate that. Tom told me to have a happy wedding. I'm getting married next weekend. Awesome. So, yes, check out our Killer Guitar Control Secrets. Again, this is all about playing from the heart, and just, it's for someone that wants to better themselves. You don't want to sound just like anybody else. That's not what it's about. Hi, how are you? So I'll play for a couple more minutes. Is this a weekly thing? Yes, I do it twice a week. So I do them every Tuesday and Thursday. And then there's another teacher on Wednesday. So there's 3 a week. First time. How can you find me again? You can find me on the internet as Shreddany. Of course, Chris. You can find me, Stephanie Pickard, Stephanie Bradley. And you can find me here every Tuesday and Thursday. And also on Guitar Control's YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube yet, there are folders of all the teachers. There's folders of me, there's folders of Sean, there's folders of John, Robert, so check it out. So also by topic, so you can check that out. So make sure you go to youtube.com/guitarcontrol and check us out. Also, there's a little bell. If you subscribe to that bell, it will tell you right when we go live. And it will also tell you when we have a new video up. So make sure you do click that bell as well. And yeah, feel free to ask me some questions. I'll hang out for a few more moments, and then I will see you guys next Tuesday with another topic. So these have been a mixture of solos, techniques, all different things. So make sure you keep checking in. I try to blend, you know, beginner and advanced stuff so that whoever's watching, we can get the best of both worlds or whatever we need. So make sure you keep asking these questions because they do wind up in these videos. They'll either wind up in one with me or maybe another teacher on the site. So make sure you keep asking them. We are listening, so that's good. Really, Deborah? That's awesome. That's very cool. All right. I will see you all next week. So thank you for hanging out. Again, check out our Killer Guitar Control Secrets. This is all about playing from the heart. So remember, it's not trying to sound like anybody else. This is trying to sound like yourself. So it's finding, if you're like that person that is going to sleep and you can't get the music out of your head, make sure you check this out. This is for you. So this isn't something taught in a lot of magazines. You'll always see stuff about how to play just like somebody else. This is not that kind of DVD. So make sure that this is for you and that you are the type of person that wants to be the best to you. Hi Wesley, that's awesome. Thank you, I appreciate that. Bye Thomas. Of course Chico. What kind of music will I be playing on my solo record? Metal. Like shred stuff. Definitely shred stuff. Alright, what kind of guitar are you playing? You love it and you want one. That's awesome. I am playing an ESP today. So I love this guitar. It's very cool. It's just a very, very cool, easy to play guitar. It has a sparkle top. I actually got it from ESP. They sponsor my fiance, and we actually met through the ESP rep, which is pretty funny, at the NAMM show. That is the most guitar story ever, probably, created. And he gave this to me to play. He said it was a metal guitar that didn't fit every personality and somehow thought it matched up with me. So that was cool. But yes, I would definitely recommend getting one. It's a lot of fun. Alright, so thank you all so much. Again, check out this Killer Guitar Control Secrets. This is for the guitar player that wants to sound like themselves, right? Get that music that's in your head out of your hands. So I'll give this to you one more time, and then I will see you Tuesday. So thank you so much for checking in, and I will see you next week. Alright, let's see.